quiet suburb, where life flowed slowly and without major disturbances, an event occurred that almost took the lives of innocent people. This incident became a symbol of heroism and loyalty, demonstrated by a German Shepherd K9 named Max. Max was part of the local police department and had been serving with a strong sense of duty. His training was intensive, and his assignments were dangerous. But this day was unlike any other. Today, Max was not on patrol or involved in a drug search. Today, he became the last hope for a young boy who narrowly escaped the clutches of a cruel biker. Little Daniel, who lived in the quiet town, was an ordinary 10-year-old boy with a vivid imagination and a great desire to explore the world. He often wandered through nearby parks, played with friends, and rode his bicycle along winding paths, enjoying every moment of his childhood. On that day, when everything started, Daniel was riding his bike along a trail when he suddenly heard the roar of an engine. He looked back and saw a biker racing toward him on his motorcycle. The biker was a man with a rough appearance, wearing a black leather suit and riding an intimidating motorcycle. His careless behavior and fierce gaze didn't bode well. Daniel felt anxious when the biker pulled up next to him, stopped, and began speaking to him. But his tone was harsh and his eyes cold. The biker demanded something from the boy, possibly asking him to get off the road or something else, but Daniel sensed that the situation was becoming dangerous. He instinctively understood that this person could be unstable and capable of violence. Just as the boy was about to ride away quickly to avoid trouble, the biker grabbed his bike. The boy was trapped. The biker began threatening him, demanding that he not move, and muttering something about money or valuables he could steal from him. The already tense situation became even more dangerous when Daniel saw the biker pull something out of his pocket. At that moment, when it seemed like everything was lost, the sound of barking reached their ears. It was Max, the German Shepherd K9. Max, who was serving with the department, had been well trained to respond to such situations. He heard the screams and noise coming from the street and immediately understood that someone was in danger. His instincts, training, and unwavering attachment to his partner, the police officer who was with him, drove him to immediately rush toward the park. Max knew that his job was to protect, and he wasn't about to stop. When he reached the scene, Max immediately saw the biker and the boy, who was still trapped by his bike. The biker, unaware of the approaching animal, continued to threaten the child. But as soon as Max got closer, everything changed. The German Shepherd growled, causing the biker to turn around. The threat of a dog was always a serious psychological barrier for criminals, and at that moment, the biker realized he was vulnerable. Max lunged at him, grabbing the biker's hand that was holding the bike. The biker tried to push the dog away, but Max was too strong and too well trained. He tore the biker's hand from the bike and forced him back several steps, making it clear that he was dealing with a dangerous opponent. But the boy still didn't know what to do. He was in shock and couldn't understand what was happening. He only saw the great dog saving him, and a mix of gratitude and fear surged within him. However, the biker wasn't about to give up. He pulled something from his pocket again, and at that moment, Daniel felt like he might be in danger again. He knew he had to act fast, but his mind was clouded with fear. Max, noticing that the biker was preparing to attack once more, launched himself at him even more decisively. He darted toward the biker and grabbed his sleeve, pulling him away from the boy. At that moment, a police officer, who had rushed to the scene, managed to take control of the situation. Everything happened as if in slow motion, the struggle, the tension, the one chance to act. After the police officer arrived, they worked together with Max to subdue the biker, and the man was arrested. The boy was taken to a safe spot, and Max remained nearby, never leaving him, as if guarding his new friend from any further threats. Daniel, though shaken, was unharmed, and was soon handed over to his parents, who had rushed to the scene after hearing about the incident. This wasn't just an act of bravery on Max's part. It was a demonstration of the incredible bond between a human and an animal. Max, who had undergone long and difficult training, never thought about his own safety when he saw that a child was in danger. He did what he had to do. He protected the innocent. The boy, when he returned home, couldn't stop thinking about what had happened. For him, Max became a true hero, and there would always be a place in his heart for the loyal dog who saved his life. As Daniel grew older, he often told this story to his friends, reminding everyone of how loyalty and courage in an animal could make all the difference in a dire situation. This event also served as a bright reminder to the entire town. It reminded them that there are those who are ready to stand guard over safety, even when it's least expected. Loyalty, devotion, and the willingness to act. These were the qualities Max demonstrated in that crucial moment. From that day, Max became known as a hero in his town. His name was frequently mentioned in the news, and Daniel, in turn, became not just a grateful boy, but an inspired one, who, despite his young age, understood that true courage and bravery don't depend on size or strength. These qualities are demonstrated in actions, not words. Max was living proof that a real hero can be not a person, but a dog loyal to its cause.